Hello everyone, today I'm going to be checking out Local Chengdu, which is a local restaurant in my area known for their spicy Szechuan food. I absolutely love spicy food, however I haven't had a ton of Szechuan food in my time, but I thought today would be the perfect day to try out Local Chengdu since today is a gloomy, rainy day and spicy food is just the thing that I need to warm me up. Let's go, I'm really looking forward to trying some authentic spicy Szechuan dishes. The food just came out and I'm looking forward to trying everything, but I want to start off with our appetizer, which is the Szechuan style cold noodle. Let's just go for these spicy Szechuan cold noodles. They look really nice, they look very spicy, and they also look like there's a little bit of cilantro, and they're made out of mung bean noodles. Wow, these noodles are so good. They're really nice and spicy. You taste a ton of the chili flavor. It really burns your tongue. But then to go with that, you have the texture of the noodles, which is really pleasantly chewy and delicately smooth. And I love the flavor of the sauce as well, because they also add a little bit of vinegar, which adds a really pleasant tartness. Next, I'm going to be trying the spicy hot boiled fish fillet. It looks really authentic in Szechuan style with all the hot oil, and I love the presentation because when it came out, it was already boiling with a fire lit underneath it. Wow, the smell of this is just pure spicy fire. I can smell the Szechuan peppercorns already, so I hope it's not too deadly spicy, but the fish already feels pretty nice and delicate. Oh, that is an amazing dish. I really love it because it's not overly spicy, surprisingly. You get a nice mild flavor from the peppercorns, a very hint of tingliness, but you also get a rich flavor from the chilies without it being overly spicy. But the real star of the show is the fish. It is perfectly cooked. It's so soft and delicate. I was a little worried it might get overcooked boiling, but it is really just melts in your mouth, and it has such a pleasant, light and flaky texture. Next, I'm going to be going for their dry fried string beans, and I wanted to get one vegetable dish, and this looked like a pretty good choice. They do a great job with their dry fried string beans. They're very simple. It just tastes like there's a little bit of soy sauce on it, but they're perfectly cooked. So I really like how they blister the beans at a really high heat in a wok, and that basically gives it a really rich flavor because it's cooked with soy sauce, and it just caramelizes all the soy sauce, and it has a bit of a sticky texture, so it's really tasty. I also got their beef with broccoli since there's so much spicy food. I know I love spicy food, but I want something just so I could cut a little bit of spice, so I can definitely do that with the green beans as well as this beef with broccoli, which looks pretty standard, but it smells pretty nice. They do a really nice job with their beef and broccoli here. I don't always love it, but here I love their sauce because it's really nice and light. It's just soy sauce, so it's not really heavy and thick. And I also love the flavor of the ginger and garlic in here because they add a really nice amount of ginger, which really brightens up the dish. Their beef is also nice and tender in this dish. And the broccoli is perfectly cooked. It's nice and bright green and is perfectly cooked through while still retaining a beautiful crunchiness. Now I want to go for the Mapo Tofu, and this is one of my favorite Chinese dishes. I gotta order Mapo Tofu whenever I get Chinese food. Wow, they do a real nice job with their Mapo Tofu. Again, it's not overly spicy. It's a pleasant, tingling, warming flavor. But what I really like in here is there's nice little pieces of fermented soybeans, so it really adds another depth. Adds a really nice umami, earthy, rich flavor just to go with the little pieces of pork in there, as well as the soft, delicate, melt in your mouth tofu. Next, I'm going to be trying their Szechuan style spicy chicken, and this just looks like a fried chicken full of chilies and a little bit of green onion. This looks really nice and crispy. This is a really nice dish. I love the flavor and brightness from the green onions, but of course the star of the show is the chicken. Really perfectly juicy, and the batter on the outside is so perfectly thin and crispy, not overly rich. And I really love the juiciness just in general of the chicken, and it's about as spicy as you want it to be since it's full of those dried chilies. If you avoid the chilies, there's no spice, and if you eat the chilies, there is a ton of spice. I saved our most authentic and most unique dish for last, These are the mala duck heads. So these are duck heads marinated and seasoned in a mala seasoning, and they're served chilled. And I'm really looking forward to this because I enjoy trying new foods, and I love duck, but I've never had duck heads before. I'm just gonna go for a little taste of our duck heads. I'm gonna start with the outside, which is just the skin. This is really nice and tasty. The seasoning really reminds me of the seasoning on the cold noodles. Really nice and a little bit deadly spicy because there's so many ground up chilies in here, and you really feel it in the back of your throat as well as on your tongue because it's nice and burning, but it's so pleasant. Now I'm just gonna go for a little bit of the brains I got that's on the opposite side since they split the heads in half, which makes it a lot easier to eat. The brains are really nice. They definitely have a meaty texture, and it doesn't taste overly rich. It just almost tastes like a ground meat mixed with a little bit of fat. So it's almost just like a fatty ground meat, really nice and rich in flavor. And I love how it just goes with all the spices, and it's not quite as spicy since it's on the inside, but really tasty. If you're looking for an adventurous dish, this is definitely it. Overall, I love my first experience here at Local Chengdu. I really enjoyed their variety of dishes, and they got some really authentic and spicy Szechuan flavors going for them. I have so many favorite dishes. I love the fish since it was boiling and had a really nice presentation over flames and was really spicy and rich. The duck heads were also really fun to try and are really fun to nibble on. And the cold noodles, wow. If you really like spicy food, that is the one to get because they are intensely spicy and I almost feel it still burning in my stomach. If you're looking for some really tasty and authentic spicy Szechuan food in the Bay Area, this is definitely the place to go to. Anyways, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.